So going to be a review for Walking Tall. This is the 2004 remake with Dwayne Johnson, Johnny Knoxville, Ashley Scott, Neil McDonough, Kevin Durand, and yeah, I saw this a long time ago. I thought it was okay back then. I think I like it more now because I've seen the original. And yeah, it's pretty much the same movie. It's shorter. It's really short. It's like less than an hour and a half. I was like, wow. There's like no fat in this movie at all. I really have little to no complaints. I thought, I'm not a massive Dwayne Johnson or The Rock fan, but I think he is perfect in this role. He's really good. You can tell he's just this kind of a simple, good guy, veteran, I think from the army. And he comes home and he finds that this mill his dad's been working at is shut down. The guy who owned the mill died and his son took it over and he instantly closed it. And then he opened up a casino. And out of this casino, he finds they're running drugs. They're selling it to kids. His I don't think it's his brother. I think it's his sister's kid. Is doing drugs. He ends up like almost ODing. This is the scene when he goes into the casino and beats everyone up, breaks it up, and then of course before that he goes out on night on the town with his friends because he just got back, and he notices that the guy is running loaded dice. That scene's pretty great, where he's like, he's like, I'm gonna throw these and they're gonna roll 7, and the guy's like, it's not your turn to roll. And then he's like, everyone bet, and they all bet, and then he throws them and they roll 7, and he's like, how about we try that again? And then they attack him and he fights him. Pretty good action scene there. I mean, obviously, he gets his butt kicked. Johnny Knoxville is his friend. That role's a little added. I mean, there was the other guy in the original. It's kind of like that role, but I actually kind of prefer this version because Johnny Knoxville's in the movie a lot. It's kind of just him and Johnny Knoxville cleaning up the town. Johnny Knoxville's an ex-con. He had troubles with drugs, but he's trying to clean his life up, and he's a good guy. He tried to defend him when he was at the casino, but they all overwhelmed them. And so then this causes them to arrest, The Rock, and he goes into trial, just like in the original, and the same thing happens. He says he won't take the plea deal. You can tell his public defender is like, probably being paid under the table by the casino owner, who's Neil McDonough. He's a good actor. If you listen to him, he's basically said he's been blacklisted. Because let's say his politics don't align with a lot of the filmmakers, I guess you could say. But good actor. Remember, he was in Band of Brothers, I think. He used to be in a bunch of stuff. Minority Report. Okay, Tulsa King. So Stallone's giving him some work. But yeah, an actor I've always enjoyed. I'm pretty sure he's in Band of Brothers. He's long career. And when he's at the casino, he sees his ex-girlfriend is stripping there. He doesn't like that. She ends up quitting, and then they get back together. And then he gets he shows them his scars, like the Dark Knight or something. No, because they basically kind of torture him They like cut up his chest, just like in the original. Of course, the sheriff is a corrupt, piece of shit. He won't do anything about it. And he's like, if you acquit me of these charges, I'm going to run for sheriff, and I'm going to become sheriff, and I'm going to clean this town up. And they do, and then he becomes sheriff. I thought that was a little quick. In the original, they show him kind of like running for sheriff, handing out flyers, telling the people to vote for him. I wonder if there's a director's cut of this movie, because it's an hour 26, and that's with the credits. So there's like no fat on it. It didn't really ruin the movie for me or anything. It's just a really efficiently made movie, I would say. And yeah, he becomes sheriff. The other guy, that scene's pretty good too, when he's like, I can vouch for all of these deputies. These are good men. And he's like, you're all fired. And then they're paid later to come back, and they try to kill him and his girlfriend and what's that guy's name? Kevin Durand. Yeah, the sheriff who's corrupt is Michael Bowman. His dad is Dwayne Johnson's dad is played by John Beasley, and the mom is Barbara Tarbuck. This guy's been in tons of stuff too. The General's Daughter, The Sum of All Fears. Rapid Fire. But it's a simple movie, but I like it. I like the premise. I like he knows what's right and he knows what's wrong, and he's gonna do the right thing. Like his dad says to him, like why does it always have to be you that stands up? Something like that. And Johnny Knoxville, is he an actor? But he's good in certain roles. You totally buy him in this, because it's like in the South, and he just seems like a good guy. He's trying to do right, and he's best friends with him. He's not going to betray him. In the end, he ends up saving a lot of his family, because he sends him to his house with a shotgun and shells, and then he's going to stay at the police station where they have Durand, because they arrest him. They find drugs on him. Pretty funny scene when they tear up his like nice new Dodge Ram lifted truck, and Knoxville's like, well, I have suspicion that there's more in the car, and they just pretty much tear up the entire truck, make the guy watch, and then he's in jail while the ex-sheriff and his ex-deputies come back to kill him, and they end up killing him. They're just shooting up the whole place. They don't even care if they kill their own man. So, nice loyalty there. So it really shows like how these guys are just dirtbags. And then it all culminates in, this part's, I think, a little different in the end. Because in the original, I think they're making moonshine out in the woods. So that's the difference. And this, they're making drugs at the old mill that the guy owns, but he shut down. But now he's just running drugs out of it. And it culminates in like a fight where he has an axe. And he's fighting Dwayne Johnson, who basically gets a giant piece of wood. And of course, he has the 2x4 where he attacks the casino with it. Then he makes it into a weapon. But kind of a negative. I don't think that happens in the original. It just gets blown up in his car. It's in his car. They blow up his truck, and that's when they attack the sheriff's station and everything. So then it's gone. I don't know. I kind of wish he still had it, and then in the end he has it when he's fighting the guy. But pretty good fight at the end. It's just them two. The Rock, one of his knees is a little messed up in the movie, so the guy's kind of attacking that. He falls, it dislocates his leg, pops it back in, continues to fight him. Decent little fight there. So yeah, it's I like the movie. Again, it's very simple, it's very quick. I mean, I can't see anyone really getting bored watching it. It's the director, I haven't really seen anything. He's done tons of different things. Like, okay, he directed an episode of Heroes. The first season of Heroes is great. If you haven't seen it, it's basically X-Men. It's really good though. He directed All About the Benjamins, Walking Tall. Did a couple episodes of The Penguin. That's really good too. So, but its budget was $46 million, box office $57.2. Really? So is that a flop? Yeah, I guess. I thought this made money. It's had to have made money by now on streaming and DVD and Blu-ray and all that. But Dwayne Johnson's stunt double in this movie is Tainoa Reed. At the beginning, when Chris Vaughn asked the sheriff what happened to the former sheriff, it is said that the guy was a great man, but they found one day he had mysteriously skidded off a deserted road and died hitting a tree. This is a reference to the real Buford Pusser, who's the real guy. Johnny Knoxville executed co-star Dwayne Johnson. I didn't even notice that. Signature WWE finisher, the People's Elbow. The director, Kevin Bray, wanted to update the Pusser stick by making it a baseball bat instead of a piece of wood, but there were objections, so the compromise was to just add a handle. Yeah, he kind of just makes it into a giant baseball bat. When Vaughn pulls Hamilton over and tells him to get the taillight fixed in the Porsche, Dwayne Johnson wasn't supposed to actually strike the taillight and break it. He was supposed to mime breaking the taillight in the stick with the sound effect of breaking glass to be added later. No one told Johnson this before the scene was filmed. After doing the scene, Johnson remembered that the Porsche was actually a rental car and had been rented for the day. He called the director, Kevin, can we just buy this $90,000 Porsche? And the director replied, yes, thanks, Rock. Dwayne Johnson accepted the role because he felt it was the right thing to do. Originally, Neil McDonough auditioned for the role, which would eventually be played by Johnny Knoxville, but the producers insisted he play the villain. Neil expressed, "How can I play the villain? There's no villainy in me." To which the producers responded, "You're a great actor. You'll figure it out." Yeah, he's good. He's good, especially his eyes. So it's like striking eyes. I think you buy it. You could, see him running a corrupt casino and being basically a spoiled, rich kid who then takes the good work that his dad did by making the mill, paying a bunch of people in the town to work it, and then just kind of just draining the town like a vampire through the casino and drinking, and then of course the drugs. So oh yeah, I remember that. As a young man, Buford Pusser, the real-life sheriff who this remake is based upon, wrestled professionally across the South as Buford the Bull. Dwayne Johnson, who plays the character inspired by him, began his acting career as a professional wrestler and was nicknamed the Brahma Bull. That's interesting. Wasn't Dwayne Johnson's dad a wrestler too? So who knows? Maybe he wrestled him. I don't know. So yeah, I like it. I enjoyed the movie. It's a simple movie, like I said, but it's a good time. So, if you haven't seen it, I'd say check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Check out the original too. In some ways, I'd say this is a better movie because it has a way bigger budget. The original's a little rough around the edges, but it's definitely an interesting movie, and the lead in it's very good. Especially because it's based on a somewhat accurate story. So, but yeah, that's about it though. See you next time.